this is Frank Abbruzzino with the Suncoast News and Scoop. And this guy you see, Kevin Chapman, is in some trouble. He's out of Northport, and he lives on a street called Jericho Avenue, and he's fed up with speeders. So Danielle and his daughter were driving down the street on their way to volleyball practice, and Kevin jumped out in front of their car and basically had them stop. He alleged that they were speeding. How he knew he was speeding, I have no idea, especially if he got in front of it. He obviously doesn't have a radar detector. I've had people do this to me before, and I look at my speedometer and I'm doing the speed limit. So an argument ensued, and Kevin decided to pull out his Ruger 380 and pointed at the individual. And according to the individual, Danielle, and his daughter basically confirms most of this, stating that, hey, until you got to catch a howl point through the windshield, blah, blah, blah. Obviously scared the hell out of Danielle. He took off because he feared for his life, and he drove over to, I guess, Atwater Drive and Brack Avenue, waited for the police to show up. The police got the information from the daughter and the individual, Danielle, the other victim, and they said, okay, this isn't good. They went over to talk to Kevin, read him his Miranda rights, started questioning him. He said that he has two daughters that are constantly playing in the street. Well, look, I live on Lucaya. My kids are 23, 24 now. But when they were young, would they play? Yeah. Would I allow them in the street? No. The speed limit, I think, on Lucaya is 25, but car speed, even at 25, if your kid's in the street, that could be problematic. And I've seen a few people that have kids here, and they don't allow them in the street. They back their cars down, have them play in the driveway like I used to do. So here, it's neither here or there. He doesn't know if the guy was speeding. And then to pull your gun out, I have a handgun in my front pocket at all times. But that's for security in case my life is threatened. It's not to pull it out on someone that I think perceive as speeding. So Kevin probably he overreacted on this. I get it. You're concerned about your two daughters, but he should have never jumped out in front of this Jeep. He says he didn't make any threatening comments, so he doesn't really exactly remember what took place in the argument. He does admit that he took his firearm out of his waistband holster, brought it to his chest when he saw the victim. Take his hands off the steering wheel. I guess he thought, hey, the guy might have a gun. He might shoot me. Who knows what he was thinking like that. But he didn't see any weapons. The victim didn't have a weapon, and there you have it. So now Kevin faces 2 charges of aggressive aggravated assault with a weapon with no intent to kill, which is going to be problematic for him. So lessons here. Hey, if it's a busy street, even if it's not, like I said, I live on Lucaya here in Venice, and even at 25 miles an hour, I wouldn't want my kids in the street. You got to create that safe environment for them. I definitely would not jump in front of a car and start yelling and screaming, and I definitely would not pull my handgun, which I always keep on my person, out in this situation. So there you have it. Kevin, I guess he'll have his day in court. This has been Frankie Abbruzzino with the Suncoast News.